Jay Allen, how you doing today?
Doing good.
Good.
Early morning, I flew in from Vegas, played a show. I laid my head down next to my wife at 3:30 and then popped up at 6:30.
Oh my goodness.
A little delirious, but it's all good. Yeah, it's been good.
What a great time to do interviews.
Yeah, when you're out of it.
So Jay, you've got a music video coming out, No Prayer Like Mama's.
Yeah.
I kind of want to talk to you a little bit about the background of that because it leads into some of the other stuff I want to chat about. But also I would love to hear about the production of the song and the video. Sure.
So No Prayer Like Mama's it's pretty much the follow-up to a song that a lot of people know me for. It's called Blank Stares. I wrote it for my mother who passed away from Alzheimer's. It was a very, came out of a sad place, but we did something really beautiful and powerful with it. You know, we helped raise $100 million to fight against Alzheimer's. So I never thought I'd be sitting in this seat being an artist. I really have been a philanthropist for the last 4 years, shining light on a cause. I know, so what a lot of people don't know, even though I was, fighting for a cause and shining light on it and helping people find healing and playing events all around the country and known for that, I was struggling. Internally, I was struggling for a long time. Until this last year, I feel like I got to a good spot. And that's, I went on The Voice with the intention to share this story and kind of do it in a beautiful way and kind of have a resolve for me in that time of my life. And then coming off The Voice, my plan was to encompass myself with a beautiful team of very talented people that I trust and actually do this artist thing the right way for the first time. And so No Prayer Like Mama's is kind of like the bookend, the follow-up to Blank Stares, where it says I won't preach, but I will share my faith where a lot of people say they have faith, but when I finally decided, I truly believe that I lost my mother, but she went to her forever home and she's still watching me from heaven. I truly believe that and guiding me. And I feel a release, to come into the what's next for me, and that's taking the artist thing seriously. And so we're talking about No Prayer Like Mama's, but I'm already working on the next thing. It's a cover of a Three Doors Down song, so I'm covered in tattoos and really fun guy, and I have a band, 5-piece band, and they're covered in tattoos and we rock and roll, so I'm gonna start sharing that side after this song. So
awesome.
Yeah,
well, let's check out the video for No Prayer Like Mama's.
I made a promise to my mother literally on her deathbed that I would tell this story and sing this song every time I was on stage. I'm a man of my word and I've kept to it, and I think I take some pride, and I've made it kind of okay, created a safe place for people to talk about their stories of loss or sadness. I'll be the last person to leave a venue. Strangers will lay their heads on my shoulders and tell me their story because I've created a safe place. So it's okay to be sad and we can talk about it. And again, I take pride in taking something that was painful and turning it into something beautiful.
Yeah. And safe place is a really good way of putting it. Yeah. I think it can be really hard to talk about that stuff, and it's a beautiful thing that you're doing. So thank you for that. Who would be a bucket list person to perform with for you?
So I'm not really a fangirl of anyone. In country, obviously bigger than life personalities, like being on The Voice, oh my gosh, I'm standing in front of the guy that is plastered all over Nashville and the airport and everywhere. And I told that to him to his face. I'm like, I'm sick of seeing your face. He laughed. And like Gwen Stefani, but I grew up with a dad that's a hippie. He introduced me to the legends of rock and roll. So I, came through the era of Three Doors Down and Third Eye Blind, and even people hate on Nickelback. I love Nickelback. I don't care. I'll say it. Live and Bush and Rush and all those bands. So I have a rock and roll side, and I actually met Chris Daughtry in person. He's an advocate for the National Alzheimer's Association as well. And
awesome.
Yeah, I've never fangirled so hard in my life over another dude.
Can you tell me about the first concert you ever attended, if you have a story about that?
Oh yeah, let's talk about my dad again. So I said my dad was a hippie, and I mean he was an actual hippie. He had a mullet so long it was like past mullet. It just looked dirty. It was terrible. He came downstairs one day. He had a jean jacket on with the collar popped, and he had a matching jean jacket in his hands. For me, I was 10 years old. He said, "It's time for you to go to your first concert." And so I put on the jacket. We got in his 91 Ford Bronco. He rolled up the windows and he hotboxed me all the way to my first concert. I watched Styx and I fist bumped to Mr. Roboto.
Yes.
It was awesome.
What's next for you?
So like I said, I never really truly thought that I would be the guy that's being an artist, but now I'm taking it seriously, and I'm very grateful to be in seats like this talking to important people like you. So I'm about ready to make a really cool announcement. You know, going on the show The Voice, it put me in a different spotlight. I even saw myself in a different way as an artist. So I've circled some really cool people around me and formed a team, and I'm about to make an announcement in the coming weeks about that. I'm not going to say any more than that. And then because of that, I have a radio promotions team now called 16 Camino, ran by John Edinger, and we're going to be taking a single to country radio this year.
Awesome. So, well, congrats about that.
Yeah, thank you.
Excited to hear what is happening. You'll have to keep us posted when